Guys, so today I just wanted to talk about the perception of beauty, mainly the perception that we have of ourselves. So I'm just finding it really interesting, and I'm really conscious and aware of something right now. So I'm feeling quite hormonal, and looking at myself now and looking at myself in mirrors today has been really tricky. It's like I'm seeing like only the negative. I'm seeing that my face looks a bit chubby, and it's bizarre because normally I look at myself and feel more confident, and only yesterday I was feeling so great, and I'm like, surely my face hasn't grown in one day. And so it's so interesting. I mean, all girls know when we're hormonal, we have more of a negative mindset. And so it's so interesting when we're in the negative mindset, we physically see ourselves differently, even if nothing has actually changed. So I look the same as yesterday. In fact, I might even be wearing more mascara than yesterday, so I should look better. And I just don't feel that way. And I think this is so interesting to recognize. It's powerful to recognize like this, because then I'm not, I guess, at fault of just my negative thoughts. Like I can really take charge of them and be like, oh, that's interesting. I'm feeling this way, and my negative thoughts are making me see myself differently. Oh, okay. So basically, if we go through time, we all know Marilyn Monroe was known for being curvy, and that was so beautiful back then. Nowadays, she would actually be called fat or TV fat. But the perception then was curves are beautiful, and so women with curves were seen as more beautiful as slim women. And as women, we're always so concerned about our weight and trying to be slim, and I feel really, really healthy, and I've been eating very healthy, and I exercise, and I feel great about myself on the inside, and that's starting to really come out on the outside. And I'm just really recognizing that feeding myself from the inside is starting to come out on the outside, and that even though I'm not super skinny and super lean, I'm actually very healthy. And sometimes I think, I'm so healthy and I work out, like, why am I not super lean? That's what being healthy is, and that's what beautiful is. And then I'm like, no, it's actually not. Like, I actually have a great body. I have a slightly bigger build, and I'm quite, everyone can tone up more or put on 5 kilos here and there, but my overall body weight's generally quite healthy. And if it was back in the Marilyn Monroe times, I'd have the ideal body. And it's just bizarre because perception makes me feel otherwise sometimes, if I don't consciously choose to like my body and remember that beauty is perception. So if I perceive myself as beautiful, that's what I am. And if I don't, like today when I'm in a more negative mindset, I actually perceive myself as not beautiful and want to be thinner and want to have a smaller face and freaking out about this one pimple. It's just ridiculous. So I just wanted to post this because I know how tricky it can be for us all when we're feeling neg, or if we are hormonal and because of that we're feeling negative. Just try and imagine how somebody else would see you, somebody who sees your beauty and what they would tell you about yourself, and just try and shift your perception. Even though sometimes we're kind of angry when we're in our hormonal and we don't want to see it, just try to step outside of yourself for a moment and see yourself in another perception on the days where you think you're great and where you're feeling quite confident and you like your outfit. Just try and see yourself from that light just for a moment. And even if you can't remain there, even just getting there and having that and building that up slowly and just trying to consciously recognize that, it'll start to become more of a habit, and we'll just slowly grow into a more confident person and be more happy with ourselves and accept ourselves. And for those who already do, that's brilliant. So if you ever have down days and you don't, try on those days. And for those of you who are really struggling with it, I know I've gone through times in my life where I've really struggled with self-confidence and image and perception. This is really helpful to just try and shift that, because that's all it is. In other countries, what's beautiful is different, and here there's a certain way we see beauty, and it's all perception, and it's constantly changing. It's like when certain clothes come into fashion and then they go out and we look back on photos and we're like, ooh, what was I wearing? That's so gross. But back then we thought we were like amazing and we were strutting our stuff and like showing it off and felt great. It's just perception. None of it's real. So just try and remember that. Okay. Thanks guys. Have a good night.